Weaver joins me right now. Dave, we're at WARPA. How many years have you done WARPA?
Oh, I think this is probably my 22nd year coming to WARPA. Probably off and on, but yeah, pretty much probably the last 15 consecutive. But yeah, probably about 20 some years.
So before we get into, I can ask you all about why you come to WARPA and everything, but let's just talk real quick. What overview? What do you do in racing?
My particular position is I'm an underwriter for an insurance provider that we provide insurance for motorsports. Basically, my position is facilities across the United States. Your mom and pops, Friday night, Saturday night type speedways. We write the insurance for them per event across their facilities.
And then, so at WARPA, it's a good chance for you to do what?
Oh, I do a lot of PR with my promoters, the people that I insure here. I give a presentation about the state of the insurance in motorsports. Just really get our brand out there and let people know what we do and how we operate.
Yeah, they talk about insurance because it's changed a lot over the years. You've been doing this a long time, right?
This is my 35th year, and all I do is motorsports insurance. I'm not your typical agent that writes homeowners or auto or anything like that. I specialize in motorsports. So 35 years, we've seen several companies come and go. It's just not a niche that we get a lot of providers that want to write motorsports.
And it looks like you've brought other people on with you over the years, right? I think you got some talented old race car driver with you now.
We brought this ex-race car driver. Some of you all may know him. I don't know. Shane Stewart's coming to work with us here at SIS. He started last year, and yeah, we're going to get Shane on board, kind of selling this insurance stuff. There's not too many of us out here that do it, so we have to get some of these young guys in here.
And then, another thing that I always want to bring up is the thing that's kind of changed, that I've noticed as on the announcer side and the side that kind of works on the thing is the age limit is kind of a big. Do you have to deal with that a lot? Like getting them approved. We have a lot of, in the Northwest, we have a lot of young race car drivers that start at like a Deming and they want to get into a sprint car, but they're not the age yet. You probably have to deal with a lot of that.
Yeah, we do have requirements and we have age restrictions. We tried our best to make sure if somebody's going into a higher level class that they do have, some kind of resume they can send to us. We can make sure that they have the ability to race that car. We are very strict on, your sprint car classes, your late model classes, the bigger cars that a lot more power, a lot more speed. The ability for that person to be able to comprehend the situation that they're in. We just don't want to open up our sport because, like I said a little bit ago, we don't have insurance providers that want to come and ride us. So if we just leave this open to young minor kids driving in this age, that there is a perception that their brain, their functions can't provide like an adult can, and they can't react as quick. Now, some people are an exception, and we know that's out there, and we try to do our best to protect the sport in that position.
Yeah, and it depends on the type of a car, and it depends on the sprint car, like a 360, 305, 410, or I should say it from the bottom, 305, 360, 410 kind of thing.
Absolutely. Restricted motors, 305 is naturally your lower class. Then it works its way up. I mean, those higher divisions, they have rules and they have ages for a reason. Yeah. I mean, and that's why they're put there. Insurance companies try to do their best to provide, given the areas these minors can run. Yeah. We don't want to just say everybody's excluded, but we also have to live by some recommendations and guidelines that we have, and people should understand that.
Now, we got a lot of fans, a lot of people that watch this, Northwest guys. Is there any myths that you might have or something that a fan might think that insurance, like your job or an insurance writer might have that's like a myth that's not true or something? Or is there something out there that we could like square up or straighten up that someone might go, that's, I hear this all the time and it's not accurate?
I don't know if there's any myth. I mean, if anybody that knows me, I'm pretty much an open book. You ask me a question about what the coverages are, what they are, I'm going to give you an answer, and if I don't know it, I'm going to find out what it is. Yeah. But as far as, I don't know, I guess I don't understand maybe the myth of it, of what's out there that a fan would think if insurance providers. Or
I just
something
didn't
like
know if you always hear something and you're like, no, that's not accurate. This is kind of what we are doing, or I just didn't know if there was something out there. Like you always hear some things, and certain people, like in your thing, you always hear things, and I didn't know if you always wondered, this isn't accurate, or and I just didn't know if there was something like that. So that's why I was asking.
And I appreciate the question, but no, there's pretty much in our area and our expertise in insurance, we're open books.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
We are cut and dry. I mean, we can't be in this situation that we're going to tell you one thing and not do it.
And if there's something wrong, you'll definitely let them know there's something wrong.
Yeah, a lot of I guess, is the conditions of the track. Somebody says, wow, who insures this? How can they insure this? What is it? And I go, you got to remember, we're not engineers. We're not architects. We're not the people out there that says that fence will hold that car back.
Yeah, right.
We just do it for an insurable risk. We make sure there's walls, cables, fences, and we're here to protect the spectator just as well as we are to protect that driver. But the tracks, you got to remember, the tracks are the one that buys the insurance for their protection.
Yeah.
And we're here to protect the tracks and the drivers and keep everybody safe. And they have drivers have to follow the rules, and just like everybody else, we got to apply by them.
Yeah, and also another thing is with all these different racetracks, and the popularity of dirt racing, is probably a lot of racetracks coming on and needing insurance, and it's probably been, and little tracks that are trying to grow.
Yeah, what I notice more is we do lose a few every year, but we do also gain a few racetracks. Okay. And there's probably 1,000 racetracks across the country. We probably presently insure a little over 400 of them, 400 or 500 of them.
Is there a specific area of the country you are primarily more than others?
No. When I came over here to SIS, I started, back in 91 when I started doing this, I was Pacific Midwest. Okay. Then when K&K bought our little agency, I worked for K&K, and I was the West Coast rep, 23 states. And then when I took this position over at SIS, now I'm 50 states. So I'm not very good at one specific, but we are available all across the country.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for the time. And WARPA's probably you probably go WARPA to Reno to PRI this is the start of the season, huh?
Well, last week I was up in Minnesota, so yeah, this is definitely the busy time that I get to see a lot of people that I don't get to see all throughout the year, and I'm all over the place. Yeah.
And then Chili Bowl, I think I'll probably run into you at the Chili Bowl again. We always see each other at the Chili Bowl.
I think I'm going to go to the Wild West Shootout, and then over to the shootout, the Chili Bowl, yes, and then I probably will go somewhere else at the end of January and be back at RPM in Florida. So,
all right. Well, thanks for the time, Dave.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
This is Sean, and you're in the dirt.